Hello, fillies and genitals. Welcome to another fantastic, thrilling episode of Call of Duty commentaries. Today, I am playing some domination on the map Resistance using the Scar L suppressor with kick proficiency, perks, Sleight of Hand Pro, Hardline Pro, and I believe Stalker Pro. Kill streaks, support class, SAM turret, advanced UAV, and EMP. Today I will be reviewing the latest episode of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, Ponyville Confidential. So let's get right into this. This episode is another Cutie Mark Crusaders episode, and I have to say that this one is really good. I fully enjoyed this episode. In order to find their special talent, the Cutie Mark Crusaders join up with their school's newspaper committee to see if that's their thing. So their editor-in-chief, which surprisingly enough is Diamond Tiara, wants, some good, decent stories. So the Cutie Mark Crusaders decide, okay, let's see what we're gonna do. So they decide to pick some non-interesting subjects, which obviously Diamond Tiara is not a fan of. So she gets pissed at them and tells them to go find something else more interesting and worthwhile to read for the readers. All right, there. That guy apparently has God mode on and he knows psychic vision or something that's going on right there. Anyway, as the Crusaders are trying to come up with some ideas, they notice Snips and Snails getting stuck together in gum, rear to rear, which wasn't gay at all. I was messing with you. But nah, seriously, yeah, they come across Snails and Snips, stuck together with gum, and they decide to secretly photograph them. And here's where some people will see a new pony. Not really new per se, like he's not really a main character in the overall show itself, maybe in the episode, but yeah. His name is Featherweight. He's a really scrawny filly who is I'm guessing just got promoted to photographer. So the Crusaders tell him to take a picture of Snips and Snails, stuck together. So they do. I mean, he does. Then they take the picture to Diamond Tiara. She likes it and decides to keep them on the team as a gossip type of reporter. Like they will, go around asking other ponies, well, not asking, but finding out dirt and whatnot. So since they couldn't fit all their names onto the column, they decided to make up a name for themselves, which is Gabby Gums, as a as an anonymous type deal. So they decided to stick with that, Gabby Gums, and they go around Ponyville basically trying to get the dirt on every pony that they can find. And Rarity finds out about the column, and she really likes it. So she decides to tell all of her friends, and that's when the whole town starts to hear about Gabby Gums. So this is when the Crusaders begin asking, or finding out dirt on every pony. So during the episode, I believe it's everyone except Rarity, at least in the beginning, where the Crusaders, aka Gabby Gums, finds out some dirt on them, like Applejack sleeping on the job, Rainbow Dash getting a hoof cure, I believe is the term. Not sure. Yeah, I see what you did up there. Let's see. One of my favorites, Fluttershy has tail extensions. That was funny, but not the part where it made her cry, which that was sad. I found that extremely sad because you just see Fluttershy like getting all like embarrassed and whatnot once the ponies read that. So and then she goes crying off into her cottage. But that's when I felt really sad. But Rarity is the last person to have a story done on her, and but before she gets the story done on her, she basically tells the other ponies, "Oh, it's just mindless fun and whatnot, mindless gossip." But right as she finds out that that her diaries have actually been published, she vows to destroy Gabby Gums, which was pretty funny in my opinion. The thing about this entire episode was it was great, don't get me wrong, one of my favorites now, but I would have to give it a 4 out of 5, mainly because it was very predictable. Like, right as the beginning started, like, once you got the whole plot down, you could pretty much predict what was going to happen. One thing that I did like a lot was once the Cutie Marketers felt bad for all the things that were published, they went to Diamond Tiara and said that they wanted on. But and this part is what I was talking about, that I could really see or expect what was going to happen. Diamond Tiara was like, no, because this column's so hot that if you quit, I'm going to post these embarrassing articles about you. So they decide, okay, whatever, we'll stay. So they go around asking the main 6, which is all the main character ponies, if they could maybe get a story on them. And one part that I really enjoyed, and was surprised at basically, when they go to ask Applejack if they could get a story on her, they ask Applejack, can we do a story on you? And she replies with nope. And they ask again, and they ask something else. The Crusaders ask, so are you still mad at us for doing that story on you? And Applejack replies with, yep. And right after that, Big Macintosh actually starts yelling at the Crusaders in like a normal tone voice, or gets up. And which was really surprising, and actually kind of scared me a bit, because when Big Mac yells, he yells loudly, and he basically goes boss on them, and he basically says, hey, you guys shouldn't be doing that, and how dare you make those stories up about us, just basically get the hell out of here, which was really surprising. So I'm kind of glad that we did that damn concert. But yeah, so somewhat during the end of the episode, Rarity finally finds out that Gabby Gums is her sister and the rest of the Crusaders. So yeah, that's when the Crusaders decide to quit from their school newspaper. So in the end, they all decide to write one last column, saying how sorry they are and who they are, who the real identity of Gabby Gums is or are. So they decide to run that, and thank God Diamond Tiara actually gets fired off of the editor-in-chief position, and guess who replaces her? Yeah, Featherweight, which is the new pony that I said earlier. I don't think I said his name, but yeah, that's his name, Featherweight, little scrawny pony. Yeah, he gets the editor-in-chief position, which I thought was some good justice right there. So that was the end of the episode, basically. Now let's talk a little bit about the gameplay here. This was one of my more better gameplays, as in, I'd say, kill-death ratio. I don't want to spoil it for you, the KD, so I'll just let this video run on. Support kill streaks are amazing, and I bet some or most of you people out there are going to be like, oh, well, they're too easy to get, blah 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 blah. Well, yes they are, but then again, I don't normally use, let's say, something OP like the stealth pommer. I don't really use that for kill streaks, because I think that's too overpowered and I don't like to use it. But that's the end of the gameplay, guys. Thank you for watching, and here's some trivia for you. In the episode Bridal Gossip, name all of the main 6 after their transformation, or curse. All of the main 6, name every single one of them after the curse. Thanks for watching, and have a ponyrific day.